Hello and welcome to another session in English language, and today our focus is on the first speech work. We're going to look at vowel sounds A and E, A and E. Then also we take something on adverbs, okay? Adverbs or adjuncts as the case may be. Then lastly, we'll look at expository essay. But before all of that, let us review the previous lesson. Welcome back. So we begin today's work with vowel sounds A and E. Okay? Both are monophthongs. They are pure vowels. Okay? So, the E. Now, I told you every time you have a double dot in front of a particular phonetic symbol, it shows it's a long vowel sound. Remember, vowel sounds are divided into two. We have the monophthongs and the diphthongs. Okay? We know that the monophthongs are otherwise called pure vowels. So we have 12 monophthongs and we have 8 diphthongs, which give us a total of what? 20 vowels. Now your monophthongs can be divided into two. We have what you call the short and the what? The long. So 7 of the monophthongs are short, 5 of them are long. So if you add 7 with 5, you would arrive at 12. So while the 8 diphthongs still stand, they are called double vowels sounds, or what you call gliding vowel sounds. Okay, so this is pronounced E, while the other one is E, 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 E. So we have eat. So if you're going to transcribe that, you will have this. Eat. But here you have 8. 8. So this is what you have there. 8. So they are not pronounced similarly. This one is produced. So the double dots says that you pronounce such longer. Okay? That's why it's a long monophthong. So we have beat. So we have B, E, and T. Beat. This is bit. Bit. Okay? So we have seat. Also, then sit. We have heal. We have kill. We have feel. We have fill. We have seen. We have sing. We have leave. We have live. We have win. We have win. We have meal. We have meal. We have least. We have what? List. Here, if you're transcribing this, you have E and st. Cluster st. List. And this is list. You're saying list and list. So let's move on to the expository essay. And like you know, I told you the expository essay is got from the word exposition. And exposition simply means a detailed explanation. A detailed explanation. So, the expository essay is somewhat like the descriptive essay. It also contains, things that are related with the word expository essay. And the aim of an expository essay is to inform, to instruct, or to bring someone to a point of view. Okay? So, we are going to look at what we have for today. And today's topic is raising a total child. Raising a total child. Which is bringing us to what we call education. Now, when you say a child should be educated, is not the same thing as literacy. Okay, education is all-round development. Okay, education is all-round what? Development of the child. That's what we refer to as what? Education. Okay, so when you say a child should be educated, they are saying the child should be developed all round. Okay, so that's what we are trying to look at today. Who a child is. Okay, who is a child? So we are going to look at that. We're going to look at the makeup of a child. We're going to look at what it entails to raise a total child. The physical part. Okay, where you have to personally groom the child. You have to take care of the child. The child has to look physically healthy. Then we have the intellectual, provision, where you have to, send the child to a school where the child has to be imparted with knowledge. Then we have the emotional, part of the child, the emotional compartment. That has to do with the feelings. The child also wants to be loved. The child also wants to be happy. The child doesn't want to be sad. Then we have what you call the psychological makeup. Now here, it has to do with thinking faculty. It has to do with the mind. Okay? The psyche, the soul of the child has to be developed. Then we have the social part. And that's because man is a social being. So he has to relate. So the child has to be taught how to relate. So, you begin with that. Then you go further in explaining the factors that affect the development of the child. The factors before and after the birth of the child. There are some factors before the birth of the child, and there are some factors after the birth of the child. So we go ahead and discuss all of these in succeeding paragraphs. We will talk about maternal nutrition, how the mother needs to feed well, alright, to have healthy children. Okay, so maternal nutrition, and also the environment, maternal nutrition and care. Then also we have environmental factors. What should the child be exposed to? The child should not be exposed to dangerous media. Okay, the child should not be exposed to dangerous media. Then we discuss how the personality of the child is formed, how their attitudes are formed, the role of their parents in raising the child, the duty of the school, and their peers at school, in shaping the child. Then buttress your point with examples or illustrations in the society where you are there in Gambia. Tell us how that has shaped every child. Does it have a positive effect or a negative effect? Then emphasize on the importance of raising a child. Okay, total child. So let's move on to structure. Adverbs. Now, what is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. A word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. That's what an adverb is. Okay? So, it tells us more or answers the question on when an action was performed, where the action was performed, why the action was performed, how the action was performed, to what extent was the action performed, how often was the action performed, under what condition was the action performed. So all of these questions are answered by what you call an adverb. And adverbs are formed by adding ly to an adjective. I'll give an example. If we say happy, happy is an adjective plus ly becomes what? Happily. Becomes happily. So we can see that just by the addition of the word element ly to an adjective, we form verbs. So let's look at the functions of adverbs. Like we said, they modify verbs. They modify verbs. Maureen runs fast. This word fast is the adverb modifying the verb runs. How does she run? Fast. Then we have adverbs modified adjective. Taiwo is tall. Tall is an adjective. But Taiwo is very tall. Very there is an adverb showing us how tall Taiwo is. Sonny became quite uncomfortable. Okay? So I don't want to bore you with all that details. So then we have also a situation where your adverb modifies another adverb. Fast is an adverb. Extremely is an adverb trying to modify another adverb. So I believe you understand what has been said. So we have different kinds of what adverb based on the type of question they answer. Remember I told you they answer questions on how the action was performed, when the action was performed, why the action was performed, where the action was performed, how often it was performed, to what extent it was performed, under what condition it was performed. So adverb of manner answers the question how, adverb of time answers when, adverb of reason answers why, adverb of place answers where, adverb of frequency answers how often, adverb of degree answers to what extent, and adverb of condition answers under what condition. So with this, we have come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much for joining. In order to refresh your memory and recall all that was taught in this lesson, I would encourage you to take the test that appears on your screen.